honestly, everybody, I feel bad for the state of this world. I feel bad for what everybody has to go through. Um, there's so many spiritual beings out there that are now talking with other people that I've subscribed to on live chats that I've witnessed that have like the power of crystals, other places where they're in there. People really know that consciously. They're giving that full belief in that because it's actual real reality um, of the real power with things and integration around you. And the masses wanted to keep it like it'd be a bad thing or it'd be a silly thing to do that. But it's not so silly because life is not so silly because that what keeps our silly asses alive, right? So we are meant to be, you know, silly's meant to be a good thing. A child for acting silly, a little bit out of line, as you'd say, that is that good thing. They wanted to take that good thing away from you, and if you didn't have that, you're totally lost. So then they can control, manipulate, move things on the degrees that which they did. But all I'm saying is that take back what we have. So inside of our being, we know deep inside, internally, that we are this function of something that we come from, that we have visions or whatever, of even whatever dimensional field of it. It is all relevant to the fact of what's going on. If it's in your mind, it comes from somewhere. We got to realize these facts of science. You know how complex the brain is. Scientists don't even scratch the surface. Well, they're playing it dumb, but they're telling you the truth at the same time while they're playing dumb. So they're saying that there's a lot more to this, right? But they don't know. See? And then that's part of the thing. They try to lead you in the dark. You got to start saying, I know everything because I come from everything, from the start. And then you start growing from there, leaps and bounds, and then all of a sudden you land where you look back at everything and understand everything that you never looked back on. See? It's because of these facts and everything. Like my higher self, it's a little bit colder today too, that's probably why I'm shaking just a little bit, but it's the energy too, it's shifting. Like every fall, we're moving into different time periods. You know, as the seasons change, as months change, there's whole different facets to it, you know what I mean? With it comes universal energies which take its place. Okay, cycles that change and shift, we get totally different vibes and aspects. So if the sun's not out for a long time, there's different aspects that take place. Or if the sun's out for a very long time, there's different aspects that are there that are taking place, like spiritually, physically, ethereally. And as soon as we can know that that's where the energy resides from, in them degrees of whatever the mundaneness is of it that we experience is from a degree of itself, from a higher degree which we're not seeing. But it's because that when we do see all these degrees of it, we can see and look back upon it. Because before you don't look back upon anything, what happens is that your progression will get like lost in a way, because you might do the same things. If you're conscious of moving into different categories or pushing yourself in a different way so you can get certain things accomplished. So if I did so many videos on the same thing, I would want to do a little bit different perspective on another aspect so it can fill in the gap more, so it would be understanding for you, because this is the hardest task, to get mankind out of what it is. Because like literally, if I was around, born in an alien system, I would get it more. I would understand it more. It wouldn't be this illusion, and that's why, you know, we still have all of what we have. It's real. Like, you know what I mean? All these things that we understand of our smarts is the smarts. And yes, it is applied in reality. I'm not saying that you're dumb. All I'm saying is that the way we go about things in our priorities to begin with wasn't ours, see? And then all these things are taking its place, making what's worth it then. You know, it's like we want to be in what's worth it, what we are, what we're to be, not of what's not worth it. But what if what's not worth it to some of you is worth it to everything of what this creation is? Like the ETs, they don't come down here and show themselves and do them certain things. And they're risking a lot too. They're like Neo every time they're coming down here. Just think of that. Think about the big spectrum that there's so much to play in this stuff. That's why it's the way it is right now. Because it should have never got this far out of hand. And everybody knows it.